Hello, Krysis X2 Light here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Diamond Randomized. Now, for some strange reason, a parallel portal opened up somewhere in the Sinnoh region and sucked us into an alternate dimension in which we're playing as a guy named Sisyrk, who had a Dratini as his starter Pokemon. Rather strange, isn't that? Wonder where he went off to. Well, anyway, in this part, we're going to be playing as Krysis, the good-natured girl who doesn't believe in cheating. She likes to do things the vanilla way, sort of. This is a randomizer after all. And so with that said, let's dive right in. Also, if you're wondering why there's no legendary Pokemon there, it's an issue with the emulator. It doesn't seem to render 3D models all that well, so yeah. Don't know if there's an update for it or not, but if there is, I'll have to check later. But anyway, let's do this. March 8th, Sunday. Started from Twin Leaf Town. Rested comfortably at home. Caught Magikarp. Late night. I will be reading those periodically when they show up as they are, because that's the journal. So indeed, we do have a bit of a team forming here. Now, I was given a name for Porygon, but we'll get to that when we get to that. You know, Trico and Magikarp will also get names later on as well. Again, from you guys, not from me. It's a new day, and let's start our journey. We're moving on up. How many Pokeballs do we have first? We have 3 Pokeballs and 1 Luxury Ball. Let's get a couple more. Let's get a couple more Pokeballs. Fun fact, you can sell that Luxury Ball, and it sells for a pretty penny too. I'll show you real quick. I'm not going to sell it because I could use it later, but I'll show you how much it sells for. 3k Poke. That's 2k less than what you get for a gold nugget, but it's still a pretty sweet deal if you're strapped for cash. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to get a couple of these Pokeballs. We'll get 2 more. As for potions, we only have 1 potion, so we'll get 3. That'll do for now. We have yet to encounter poison-type Pokemon, so we did our shopping. Let's move on. Luvdisc. It isn't really a great Pokemon, but according to its Pokedex entry, if 2 people catch a Luvdisc, their hearts are to be true. I find that kind of romantic. The thing about Luvdisc though, like I said, they're not a great Pokemon. They do have a nice speed stat, but that's all they have going for them. They're basically the heart-shaped Magikarp of the Sinnoh region. Luvdisc's data was added to the Pokedex. Luvdisc, Rendezvous Pokemon, Water, height 2 feet, weight 19.2 pounds. It lives in warm seas. It is said that a couple finding this Pokemon will be blessed with eternal love. I truly do believe in that, and I hope one day I can find my own. Opposite Luvdisc. But I guess that'll never happen in my life. Anyway, enough blathering about that, about sappy little stuff like that. It's holding an item. Let's see what that is. A Max Repel. Okay, we can use that later. Well, we saw one of the moves that it has. Let's see what else it knows. It has a rash nature, a little quick-tempered, and likes dry food. Shadow Tag prevents the foe from escaping. So that's a so-so ability. See, look at the speed stat. Everything else is pretty bad on it though. It has Pain Split, Assurance, Spike Cannon, and Flash Cannon. This Pokemon wants to be a glass cannon. But anyway, it's not a member of the team, so... Let's see what else we can find here. I also learned that about my speed up button is a shoulder trick over here. Oh, hello there. It's a Magneton. I don't think we can do much to this guy. Let's check out moves real quick. No, let's just run. Next. Ooh, Lucario. Still can't do anything to catch it though. It's a pseudo legend. Well, okay. I was gonna say pseudo, but no, it's not. It is not a sub legendary. It is not a pseudo legendary. It's just one of those really great fighting type Pokemon. It's also steel type. Run. Okay, so that's 2 Pokemon we can't catch here. Moving on. Next. Okay, we're doing. Alright, we're gonna speed up. I'm gonna speed up this so to. Okay, I'm gonna speed up a little bit here until we encounter another Pokemon that's not Luvdisc, Magneton, or Lucario. So, speed. Next, we have Skitty. This is a Pokemon we can catch. So let's go ahead and catch it. Now I do like the Skitty, the Skitty line. I do like them. I have a bit of a dislike for its evolution, which is that the evolution does not learn anything at all. Yeah, Skitty is one of those stone evolving Pokemon that it's actually recommended that you don't evolve unless it learns every single move in its move pool. Yeah. I'm looking at you, Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which is Delcatty Shadow Pokemon. Seriously, in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, instead of a Skitty they want to have you catch, no, you freaking catch a Delcatty with a preset moves. But it doesn't learn anything. What the flying French toast? Anyway. Let's see if we can weaken this and catch it. I think that's good enough. It has Poison Jab. And I say that we're not going to counter any Pokemon that are Poison type, and we come across a Skitty that has a Poison type move. I want to weaken it a little bit more, but its HP is just a few pixels above half. So we're just going to go ahead and try and catch it then. Let's hope it works. Skitty is a cute Pokemon. I think it's actually cuter than other cat Pokemon. Sorry, Meowth, and all your regional variants. Skitty's data was added to the Pokedex. Skitty, kitten Pokemon. Normal type. Height 2 feet. Weigh 24.3 pounds. It can't stop itself from chasing moving things, and it runs in a circle, chasing its own tail. Yeah, cats are known to do that, and so are dogs too. Yeah, dogs like to chase their tails too. It's kind of silly. I like to make my dog chase his tail sometimes. I, push his tail in front of his face, and I tickle his nose, and then he tries to bite his own tail. He's not very bright. My dog is not very bright. But anyway. Well, it's not holding anything, but let's see what it got. Let's see, a lonely nature. Aw, it's lonely. It's a lonely kitty cat. Often scatters things like spicy food. Who's a spicy kitty? Sniper. Powers up moves if they become critical hits. So not only do we have a lonely nature Skitty with sniper for its ability, but if you give it a dire hit, this is pretty much your glass cannon right here. More so than the other Pokemon. So let's see, it's got Beat Up, Zap Cannon, Poison Jab, and Mud Slap. Well, I guess he got our fourth member. Oops, excuse me. I'm trying to find my icon. Okay, we could put Porygon in the back for now. Get you, put you over here. And we're gonna put away that Luvdisc real quick. This Skitty having Zap Cannon means that we may have a chance of catching that Lucario if we want it for our team. Yeah, I know it's a fully evolved Pokemon, but we can also breed it for Riolu later on if we happen to come across a Ditto. And speaking of Ditto, I've been playing Pokemon Pokopia, and I recently reached another area of the game. I won't say what the name of that area is for those who haven't gotten the game themselves. And I have to say, not only is the game fun to play, a lot of people don't like it because, you know, game key card, yada yada. But it's a great game. It's a really fun game to play. You build places, you meet lots of Pokemon. It's pretty neat. I kind of like it. It's also built in the same vein as, you guessed it, Dragon Quest Builders. I kind of looked it up. Someone mentioned it on Tom Fox's stream, and it's kind of true. I'm gonna go ahead and knock this thing out for Skitty. Yeah, I know I'm doing another run with Skitty as our Pokemon again, but what can you say? I like the cat. I like dogs, but I also like cat. And we miss. Yeah, Zapcan is really inaccurate, having the lowest accuracy of all Pokemon moves, but when it lands, it hits like a truck. It also causes paralysis. We can also use Beat Up. A bit of a graphical glitch there. Beat Up is actually one of the only multi-hit moves that can hit depending on how many Pokemon are on your team. Like if it's one Pokemon, it deals one hit, two Pokemon, it deals 2 hits, so on and so forth. Even though it says it has 10 base power, it actually doesn't. The power of this move is dependent on the levels of the Pokemon on your team as well. So even though it says it's 10 base power, that actually is not true. A male Luvdisc. That's kind of cool. Imagine if that Luvdisc lived that move Yeah, with Sniper, Poison Jab would have done a lot more damage. But we've encountered all the Pokemon we can encounter here. Let's heal up and say hi to this trainer. Also, I'm gonna do this real quick. There we go. Just want to swap those around because I don't want to accidentally use the luxury ball when we're trying to catch Pokemon, you know? So, let's say hi to this trainer. Yo, what's up? You're a Pokemon trainer. I happen to be a Pokemon trainer. Our eyes met, so battle we must. You're not Yoda. Cop Liliana. You got a bird. A big bird. That bites. Well, actually it crunches. Well, there goes our defense. Can we hit it one more time with Zap Cannon? Yes. We got lucky. Especially since I forgot to go heal. Too strong, too strong! Indeed we are. When those Pokemon get up to about level 5, then we're gonna, no, we'll jump off here. Then we could switch them to the front of the party and no longer need to use that experience share until we catch another low level. Jammin' Pokemon Center. I put away, and I had to put it away. I put Skitty in the back, and we could have used its Mud Slap on this Magneton. See, Magneton can and will evolve again in this region, but you have to be near Mount Coronet to evolve it. Magneton can evolve into Magnezone, which is a much bigger Pokemon introduced in Generation 4. It's a flying saucer. It's 3 Magnemite linked together as they normally are, but then it takes the shape of a flying saucer, so yeah, kind of cool. But I don't think we have enough Pokeballs to catch this thing, because Magneton has a high catch rate, which means that's hard to catch, I think. My knowledge on Pokemon catch rates is pretty much bleh. And what does this sign say? Trainer tips. All Pokemon that are involved in a battle earn experience points. The more your Pokemon battle, the stronger they will become. Indeed, that is true. And speaking of battles, we didn't read that sign by the way. And speaking battle trainer. I spy with my little eye a trainer. A battle, please. Yes, indeed. We shall give her a battle. Nurse Veronica. She has a Mightyena. Ooh, it has stab payback. That did a bit of damage. Doduo. Sky uppercut. That's gonna knock us out, isn't it? Oh, it didn't. Imagine getting Sky uppercutted by a bird like this. And outrage. Well, it's locked to outrage, so we can just keep focusing on attacking it. Oh, boo. I can't win. We only have 2 potions. I think I'll save it and brace myself. Okay. What's up, kid? Let's have a Pokemon battle. But I'm gonna win. We'll see about that. I have like 4 Pokemon, kid. Cop Maryland. Okay, the only move we can use on this set Viper is Feint Attack. Set Viper is a big old poison type Pokemon, and poison and bug are what it's good against. Sort of. Okay. Takes not very effective damage from poison and bug. That's what I'm trying to say here. So, Feint Attack. Aromatherapy. A soothing aroma wafted to the area. I don't know where it's sending that from, and I don't want to know where it's sending that from. Also, it kind of looks funny. I think his body is shaped kind of weirdly. I don't know, this is my thing, but it also has legs. You see those bumps right there on the bottom of his body? Those are actually stumpy little legs. Also, it's the only Pokemon to show scarring on its body. That scarring it got from its rival Pokemon, Zangoose. Zangoose is also the only Pokemon to show visible wounds on its body. Yet in Zangoose's case, the wounds are red. Which means that yes, you're seeing blood in a Pokemon game. Actual blood. It has a bloody face and a big blood mark on its chest. Same thing with Set Viper here, only its blood is purple? Question mark? That might be the only move it knows. Which means we have a good chance of just winning this battle here. Off camera, speaking of Pokemon, oh okay, I guess he's hailing me. Hailing me as a hero. Anyway, off camera, I was doing a playthrough on Pokemon Pearl Randomized. Don't worry, I'm not going to make a video on that one. At least not at this point. I don't know. I might. I don't know. But yeah, I was just playing around with Pokemon Pearl Randomized. Substitute. We are not going to learn that. What Substitute does is that it takes a bit of your HP to put out a decoy Pokemon that takes damage for you in the battle. I think roughly around 2 or 3 hits will be enough to knock out a Substitute. I don't really like that idea because it weakens you in the process, so we're not going to learn it. Ooh, 2 level ups. And Trico wants to learn Taunt. Let's see what we can get rid of for that move. We're going to go ahead and remove Heal Bell. Actually, no. Which is good to remove. You know what? With the fact that we keep coming across Pokemon with status moves. Let's take out Lovely Kiss instead. You're like, wow. Yep. Trico is not ready for battle. Okay. Just looking over its moves real quick. What we got? Hey, Poochyena! So there are different Pokemon out here. But can I weaken it to catch it? Well, I can't even do anything with it. Psychic type moves. Alright, let's try catching it instead. We should be able to catch it at full HP, right? 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 Oh, cool. We got it. Poochyena's data was added to the Pokedex. Poochyena, Bite Pokemon. Dark type. Height 1 foot 08 inches, weight 30.0 pounds. A Pokemon with a persistent nature, it chases its chosen prey until the prey becomes exhausted. Tenacious little guy, aren't you? Let's see what we got. Serious nature. Often lost in thought, happily eats anything. Swift swim for its ability, so its speed goes up in rain, which is, I guess, a moderate thing. It got Blaze Kick, Poison Powder, Follow Me, and Rock Wrecker. Okay, let's take a look at Rock Wrecker. 150 power, 90 accuracy. This is basically a rock-type version of Hyper Beam. The user launches a huge boulder at the foe to attack. It must rest on the next turn, however. This is one of the many elemental-themed Hyper Beams of the Pokemon game. The other three are Frenzy Plant, Blast Burn, and Hydro Cannon. There might be others, but I can't remember what they are. Frenzy Plant is a grass-type Hyper Beam. Blast Burn is a fire-type Hyper Beam, and Hydro Cannon is a water-type Hyper Beam. So yeah, pretty nice moves, and let's make it a member of the team, shall we? I kind of like how it has 2 attacks and 2 status. Well, this is not a status move. This is basically an attention move, and I'm not a big fan of that. It says here, the user draws attention to itself, making all foes take aim only at the user. This is a pretty meh kind of move because best used in double battles or in Generation 6, you know, those battles where it's like 5 Pokemon, but you only send out 1 Pokemon though. But nah, you know what? It's not a good move. It's not a good move. There's no way I can justify it. It's not a good move. Poison Powder. So because we got this little guy here, and we're gonna make it a member of the team. But first things first, Magikarp is holding our experience share, so let's take that back. Sorry, Magikarp. Cool. Now there's no more trainers here, but there is that item ball, so let's grab it. A Mago Berry. Delicious. Route 202 to Jubilife City. Okay then. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Hey, Krysis, how many Pokemon have you caught? Whoa, you already have 5 Pokemon with you. In Jubilife City, there's the trainer school. Check it out, Krysis. Oh yeah, Barry went to the trainer school earlier. Okay, see you around. Work hard on your Pokedex. Will do. Jubilife City, the city of joy. Yep. So there's the trainer school right there. A little past the trainer school is the GTS, We can worry about that later, though. Let's get this sign. Trainer School. The first step for trainers. Yep, that's indeed what it says. But we kind of got caught up on the time, so we'll check it out in the next episode. Our Pokemon are feeling a little tired and want to rest. So while it's saving a lot of data, I would like to say this. Thank you all for watching this episode. Whoops. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment on the videos. I do read the comments. You know, I do leave hearts to let you know that I read them. And I'll see you guys in the next part when we check out the trainer school. So with that, take care of yourselves. Don't get sick. Remember your health is very important as well. Just like you are very important as well. See you around. Much love from Mama Dragon, aka Krysis X2 Lite. Take care. Bye-bye. Also, just to be on the safe side here. Okay, for real though. Bye-bye.